Hello guys, this is D and from Audi Reviewers. Today we are going to talk about International Women's Day as all the world unites and celebrating this day. First of all, happy Women's Day to all the women out there.
Yeah. Even though I don't like to say those things because it's just a business for me. I just see it as a business. That's what they do.
Yeah. And they're just sending flowers, sending chocolates, sending
I even had an email today saying that, do you want to send flowers?
Yeah, you don't have to send anything like that.
Yeah,
but if you really want to celebrate, you can celebrate. We are not against anything. But
exactly.
As us, I don't think so. This is necessary for.
This is not the whole point. That's the whole concept. This is not the whole point of the Women's Day because it is actually, if you check it, you can know it. It's called the International Working Women's Day. There is a reason.
You can check the history behind it, why we are celebrating or why the world is celebrating this day.
Exactly. So you just need to understand that it's not the flowers or it's not the what is it called? Gifts is what important.
Yeah.
So it's about the rights. It's about the freedom.
Yeah.
It's about what they need and what they hasn't got still.
Because back in the day, they had to fight for all this thing.
It's because of that day and age, and we can understand. But it's a shame.
When you see this era as well, they are still fighting for that.
Yeah, a lot of various reasons. Still, even though they have came a lot forward, but still there is a lot of things they had to. I just even want to mention, like, let's put it even rape cases. I think all over the world, how many people has been raped, and you can see why is it, because it's still that male dominant stuff is going on. And at the end of the day,
they are still living in the hope of a better world, better place.
Exactly. They just want to be like a man as well. They just want to walk out free. So why is this not happening? You can still notice.
They have their own rights. They don't have to fight for it.
Exactly.
Like we have our rights, so they have their own.
Yeah, all over the world we talk about humanity, and people are a lot better now than before, and still this happens is like it's a really shame.
It's really a shame, yeah.
So we just need to think ourselves, like as a man. We are talking to the men outside, so we're not talking to the women here.
Yeah.
So all we need to think is it's a Women's Day, and what I can do for a woman.
Yeah, we have to think like that. You don't have to send them flowers. You don't have to send
go
the
for
cake.
like I'm not talking.
If you really want to give them the freedom which they deserve.
Exactly. Take it as Saudi. You know what's happening there. I don't know, because if you are a man,
really a shame. Yeah.
If you're a man in Saudi, I personally believe, why don't you allow your wife to come out? Like a lot of things. I don't want to go in details.
They are not your slaves.
Everybody knows what's happening there. So okay, part of culture. People say part of culture. I don't know what culture you're talking about. I know it's the male dominance. Still, it's the male dominance. That's the main reason this is happening still there. And all over the world knows it. It's not we need to say something special. But these are examples we just want to point out. Even let's take it in India, where we are from. All I know is still the male dominance is very high.
Yeah, when we talk about that arranged marriage, I don't know why they still.
Yeah, why is it still happening? Because it's a male's thought, and what he thinks is this is how it should work, and that's what's happening. And I don't know in any other places in the world it's happening still. So these kind of things, it is symbolizing the male dominance. And also, what I want to say is to all the men there outside, you see. It's not that you have to fight for a freedom for a woman. We are not talking that.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day basis.
They are stronger enough to fight for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All we want to say is very simple. On a day-to-day basis, you have a mother, you have a sister, you have a wife or somebody.
Yeah. And so this day, it's not only for one day. We have to, if you are celebrating, celebrate every day.
Yeah, because all you need to think is, am I respecting the woman who is with me? Am I giving the freedom she needs?
Yeah.
And am I fighting for her if she needs my support? This is all you need to do. If every man thinks this way.
And I'm sure that they need these things instead
more than
of
your
the other
greeting
things.
cards. Yeah, there will be a smile in their faces when you give a card, when you give a rose. But deep inside, there is something else they want. There is something else they want to come out with. And that's what I think we need to focus on. And that's what Women's Day represent, I believe, than these gifts and all this.
It's better to change our mentality, change our thinking.
Yeah.
Like this, we can make a better place.
Exactly. So every man think like this. Every man has a woman with them. It could be their mother, like we mentioned earlier. Anybody who has. You give them the enough respect. You give them the enough freedom they want. And you believe me, you will see the change in yourself, and you will see the change in the world if every man thinks like this. Signing off.
Signing out, guys. Thank you. Bye.